Hey folks, Carter Lee here. Just want to give a big special thanks for everyone who stopped by the live chat right here at the communities of the Washington Times last night during SummerSlam, a perfect storm. And also a special thanks to all the celebrities and personalities that stopped by. Angel Rivera, CEO and founder of VeraWare.com, and a close personal friend of mine stopped by and chatted it up with us during the whole event. So that was very exciting. And a big shout out to Easy, Eric Zulli, the Hollywood It guy. Another good friend of mine, he stopped by as well. And six-time World Heavyweight Champion and current Friday Night SmackDown General Manager Booker T also stopped by and chatted it up with us. So we really appreciate everyone for dropping by. But the problem in the beginning was that they started off the event in the pre-show on the YouTube channel with a title match. And I'm old school. I think if it's a title match, it needs to be on the pay-per-view, not during the pre-show. But Santino Marella, the United States champion, defended his belt against Antonio Cesaro unsuccessfully. He actually lost, and the new United States champion is Antonio Cesaro. I'm excited about this. Cesaro is new. He's fresh to the roster of the WWE, and I really hope what they do and the angle they work with this is that they end up calling the U.S. Championship the European Championship. Cesaro speaks many languages. He is European, and I just think it'd be a really good gimmick and an angle if he's like, no, this isn't the U.S. Championship anymore. It's a European Championship, and they bring that title back. Jericho versus Dolph Ziggler last night. And I'm a big fan of passing the torch, and I hope this is going to be a feud that lasts several pay-per-views, ultimately with Ziggler going over and Jericho passing the torch to Ziggler. But I didn't want that to happen last night, and it didn't. Jericho was successful last night against Ziggler as he made him tap out in the walls of Jericho. So Jericho's successful, and much to the chagrin of the show-off, Dolph Ziggler. The Intercontinental title was also defended as champion Miz put it up against a returning Rey Mysterio. Overall, I really wanted Miz to win this match. I think he's a better worker. He's got, I think, bigger personality right now, and that personality needs some development, which I think this IC title run will do. And he was successful against Rey Mysterio as he defeated him for a 3 count after delivering his finisher, the skull-crushing finale. Tag Team Championship defended last night as the reigning champions R-Truth and Kofi Kingston defended it against the primetime players. Now, I'm not a big fan of tag team wrestling right now. Don't get me wrong. I love tag team wrestling. I'm a former tag team wrestler myself, and that was some of the best years of my life when I was doing the wrestling thing. But right now, this division is hurting in the WWE. I mean, they only have 3 legitimate tag teams. They've had the same champions for several months now, and that's fine. But they keep defeating the same people over and over. This is the umpteenth time we've seen Kofi and Kingston versus the primetime players. So to me, if you're going to have a feud, the person you're feuding with needs to win, or the people you're feuding with needs to win sooner or later. So I was really expecting a title change last night, but that didn't happen. Kofi and Kingston retained the WWE Tag Team Championships, and I cannot figure out why for the life of me. The WWE title on the line in a triple threat match. We had CM Punk, the reigning champion, defend against Big Show and John Cena. They gave the control of the match to Big Show through 90% of it. They had a double tap out at one point as AJ Lee came down and started the match over. And ultimately, the finisher, John Cena, after attempting it several times, finally got Big Show in the AA, the attitude adjustment. Dropped Big Show on his back. Punk comes in, throws Cena out of the ring, pins Big Show for the count. 1, 2, 3. Still champion, my man, CM Punk. Kane versus Daniel Bryan. This is another one I didn't think I was going to enjoy, and much to my surprise and pleasant surprise, I did. And I really enjoyed the finish as out of nowhere, Daniel Bryan pinned Kane 1, 2, 3 with the small package. He had the World Heavyweight Championship match as Sheamus, World Heavyweight Champion, defended against, again, Alberto Del Rio. This goes back to a similar comparison of the Tag Team Championship, where if you're going to have the same match over and over and over, then you need to do it by building a feud. If the same guy wins every time these two fight, then it's not a feud. So I thought for sure Del Rio was going to go over last night. As he ended up winning successfully and keeping his title against Del Rio. And I think that's a shame. I really think Del Rio needed a title push. And we really need a good, strong heel champion that just can't be beat for a while. And Del Rio has all of the qualities. I mean, the in-ring tactician and technician that he is, his size, his strength, his charisma, his personality. I'm just not sure what they're doing there. Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. This was everything I wanted it to be and a little bit more. I'm a big Lesnar guy and I'm a big Triple H guy, and they've never fought in a one-on-one match before, much less, it's so exciting having Lesnar back in the WWE after his hiatus with MMA and UFC, and he just has that whole new stigma around him. I mean, the man's frightening. He's a monster. Triple H is a monster in his own right, and they had a really good match. It was very tight, very stiff. They told a story, and then at the end, you would see an F5. Triple H would barely kick out. You see a pedigree. Brock Lesnar would barely kick out, but in the end, Lesnar was able to get Triple H in the traditional crab Kimura arm lock, and Triple H tapped out. Lesnar left the ring, and Triple H stood up, said he was sorry. Some of the crowd chanted Triple H. Other parts of the crowd chanted, "You tapped out." Triple H slowly made his way back to the locker room with tears in his eyes, turned around, and said goodbye. And that's actually how they ended the pay-per-view, by saying, "Did he just say goodbye?" That dorky King voice that only he can do. So overall, I was very happy with the pay-per-view. Again, I would have rearranged the matches a little bit. Still not sure what they're doing with the tag team championship match, or why they had Sheamus versus Del Rio again, especially at SummerSlam, one of their big 4 out of the 12 pay-per-views a year. But overall, it was very good. Keep staying tuned to the communities of the Washington Times. We're going to be covering UFC, Strikeforce, WWE, and keep an eye out on me. I'll be releasing some articles soon. One of them is an exclusive interview with Booker T. So again, I thank everyone out there for their support. Hope you enjoyed SummerSlam, and let me know your thoughts. Take care.